Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. Me and the old, and then like they owe me.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Ife's Village Podcast, your podcast for all things Black mental health and wellness, your safe space where fellowship and healing begins. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. It is a Sunday night. It is currently it's Monday. It's 12:16 a.m. I hope everyone had a wonderful Sunday, and I hope you have a great start to your Monday. Now look at y'all. Here we gonna talk tonight. I'm just gonna chat with y'all because I've been going through some things, and I had to take some time to just sit back and reflect. You know, sometimes we need to do that because, baby, you get up in this head, and whoo, child. So me and my girl, Cabernet, we're gonna sit and chat with y'all tonight. Okay, let's do that. Hope y'all didn't hear me swallowing. Try to do it as quietly as I could. But look at here. So, sometimes life gets really, really overwhelming. I am a proud 48-year-old. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I am on the search for some things in my life. I have been working on finding my purpose. And I think I started that journey about 5 to 7 years ago. Maybe, things just started sparking inside my belly and my mind and my heart and my soul and my spirit. And I've been trying to work on those things and just try to find my purpose. And today, like I said, I had a trying day. Some tears fell, and yeah, your girl was a little emotional today. And I am in that perimenopause phase, so I'm already an emotional creature, but I was extremely emotional today. But I had my moment. I let those tears fall because when they need to come out, they need to come out. It's good to cleanse the soul. You know what I mean? So I just want to chat with my ladies and my fellas too. If y'all, tuning in with me, I thank you all, first of all, for anyone who is viewing this video, anyone who has followed Ife's Village Podcast, anyone who has engaged with me on social media. I appreciate you so much. It is a movement on social media. Let me start saying that, baby, because after that election, honey, things are changing. They are changing. It is a huge shift. So while a lot of us looked at the election as being gloom and doom and, something that would hinder us, I look at it totally different. It has been enlightening. It has made us challenge our thoughts and our perceptions, look at society different, look at ourselves differently. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about accountability, taking accountability for our thoughts, our actions, our interactions, our life, period, overall. You know what I mean? So let's give it a cheer for that. So let's take a cheer for accountability. Let's dive right on in. Okay, so let me just say this. I'm tired. I'm so tired, y'all. I get so exhausted. My brain be on overload. I'm tired. But what I'm most tired of, what I am most just just I don't even know the word for it. But what I am most tired is probably the best word. What I am most tired of is just not doing the things in the moments that I need to do. You know what I mean? I get tired of procrastinating. I get tired of, you know, life throwing these curveballs at your ass every time you turn around. I get tired. I get tired of overexerting myself to please others. I get tired of pouring into others when they're not pouring into me. I get tired. Sometimes I just get tired of trying. And I know y'all can relate to that. I know you can, especially if you are a mother, if you are a 40-something year old, 40-something year old child, even if you're 20-something year old, shit, life just get hard. And it be testing your patience. And you get tired because you get tired, you get tired of trying to figure things out. You get tired of trying to make sense of what don't make sense. But you know what I'm starting to learn, y'all? You know what I'm starting to learn? Let that shit go. I'm so serious. Like, let it go. What good does overwhelming yourself, overexerting your brain, pouring your energy into things that do not serve you, what good does it do you? It does you absolutely no good, right? It does you no good. And we need to really take the time to just sit down and have an open and honest conversation with ourselves, because I just think that it would serve us better to just be honest with ourselves. You know what I mean? When you're ready to be honest with others, you do that on your own time when you feel like you are in the space that you can do that. But I think it is apparent that the best thing that we can do for ourselves is be honest. This is just my opinion. This is just based off of my experiences in life. This is just based off of where I am now. Okay? Because I bitch be tired. I be tired. I'm not going to lie. I be tired. So just take accountability for your shit. Okay? Take accountability for your shit. You got to. You got to. You have got to take accountability for your shit, because what happens is when you don't, you start spilling that over to others in your life. You start blaming others for what you have not done for yourself. You know what I mean? So you want to have good quality of life, right? I say that a lot. I use that a lot because it's important, and I really mean it. Like good quality of life is necessary, because otherwise you will overwhelm yourself and you will dig yourself an early ass grave. I ain't ready to go nowhere yet. I got shit to do. I got a purpose to walk in. I got some people and places I need to see and meet and go, and I got stuff to do. Okay? I got people that I need to set life up for. So I got some work to do. And I ain't got time to really be worried about the things that are out of my control. Like, leave that shit where it is and just take accountability for your stuff. Take accountability for what you have and have not done and what you need to do. Because we all have work to do. As long as you here, you got work to do. Even if you don't know what your purpose is, you got work to do. Baby, I had to say, Ife, get it together. Dry them tears. Hold your head up. Do what you got to do. And I know it's hard. I know it is hard because, baby, Black women, we be going through it. We be going through it. We don't have the experiences that any other race on this planet has. Black women carry so much on their shoulders that it is crazy, okay? It's crazy. And sometimes we be thinking we can do it all. We got it all figured out. Half of the time, we just faking it until we make it. And that's okay too. But in that process, just make sure you taking accountability for what you do, what you don't do. Talk to yourself, have conversations with yourself about what you need to move away from, and what you need to hold on to, what you need to nourish, and what you need to pull up like some weeds and let it go. Cause yeah, life be lifing, and that's no bullshit. So I had a day. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. I had a day, but let's look at we're gonna start with accountability. Okay, let's look at the definition of accountability. Accountability is a noun that refers to the quality or state of being accountable. It embodies an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility. You hear me? I said accept responsibility. Accept responsibility. Okay, for one's actions and to provide satisfactory reasons for those actions. This concept can apply both personally, and publicly, indicating that individuals or institutions are responsible for their decisions and behavior. Responsibility at its core is at its core. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Excuse me. At its core, accountability involves taking responsibility for one's actions. This means acknowledging mistakes and being willing to face the consequences that may arise from those actions. Okay. So that's the definition of accountability. You just have to take full responsibility for your shit, right? Like you have to, and that comes along with being honest. That comes along with not being fearful of what it looks like to be honest with yourself. Okay. And so I had to tell myself, okay, so I started to dig a little deep, right? When I had that my emotional experience today, when I had my moment, of um when I had my moment of just feeling down and feeling out, I had to take a moment and just reflect on my life. And I had to think about what got me to the place that I feel the need to always pour pour into so many people or pour into certain people, and no matter how much they pour into me, no matter how much they appreciate it, no matter how much they show their appreciation for it, right? So I had to think about that, and I had to go all the way back, child, and dig deep in them crates, and I had to figure out, where did that come from? Like, why am I the way that I am when it comes to taking care of others versus taking care of myself? I had to look at my childhood. I had to look at my adolescence, my young adulthood, my life as a parent, my life as a wife, right? And, our parents are our first examples, and I talk about that a lot. And that's not to down my parents or disrespect them or degrade them in any way. My parents did the best that they know how to do. They did it with the tools that they had in the moment. And no matter what was going on, I always knew that I was loved, right? Even in those moments where I felt like I was not loved in the way that I wanted to be loved. I knew that there was love there. But I looked at it and I thought about it. I'm a middle child. So I've always been that one, and y'all middle babies know. Y'all
Oh,
know.
yes.
Y'all already know. You know. You know how it is as a middle child. You tend to take on everything. You feel like you got to look out for the older sibling. You feel like you got to look out for the younger sibling. At some point, you may feel like you looking out for the parents, depending on what's going on in your household. And I was in an environment where I had to take care of adults at a young age because of the things that they were going through, whether I wanted to or not. So I've always carried this. I've adapted to this mindset of, I have to take care of the people around me, no matter how it makes me feel, no matter how it impacts my emotion, no matter how it impacts my mental health and my well being. I always felt like I needed to do that. I've always felt like that was my responsibility, no matter what environment I was in, no matter what group of people or social setting I was around. I was engaged in. It was always my responsibility to step up, even when nobody else would step up. I endured a lot of that by myself. I carried a lot of that on my shoulders. And again, no disrespect to my family, no disrespect to my sisters, no disrespect to my brother. But they was doing their own things. They didn't experience my parents the way that I experienced them. You know what I mean? They didn't experience my highs, my lows, my ups, my downs. They didn't experience all of that with me. I did. That was my journey. And I hope that nobody takes that personally. I love you, family. I don't mean this with any disrespect. Okay? So moving forward, I looked at all of those things, and I'm not going to dig too deep because I don't want to keep this long, honey. Because baby, I'll be on the couch bawling. I promise you, I will be. I will be on the couch bawling if I dig too deep. So I'm not going to dig too deep tonight. I already did that already today. So I'm just going to give a little synopsis. You know what I mean? When you grow up in an environment where you're dealing with substance abuse, where you're dealing with verbal, physical, emotional abuse, where you're dealing with instability, all of those things, whether it starts off that way, whether it starts off that way or not, or evolves to that. Either way, when you grow up in those environments, you put on a hat of responsibility for others. And often that hat of responsibility does not include you. And I had to think about that. I was like, wait a minute, Ife. we've had this conversation. We've been down this road before, and you said that you were going to start to put you first and take care of you first, because if you do not take care of you first, everybody that you desire to take care of is going to suffer, and you are going to suffer. Your quality of life is not none of those things that you do for other people will be rewarding, in the sense that you weren't doing it because it was just a responsibility. You were doing it because you felt like you weren't doing it because it was a responsibility that you enjoyed. You were doing it because you felt like you were doing it out of obligation, right? So, me and my husband had a time today, and that's kind of what triggered it all and started it all. And I had to go in my prayer room, in my war room, and close the goddamn door and have a conversation with myself, because I was like, we're not doing this today. You got shit to do. You got things to do. You are walking in your purpose right now, and nothing can interrupt that. I don't care what the hell you look like, who you are, none of that. We're not doing that, because your purpose is greater than you, and it will serve you because it's what you want to do and it's what you desire to do, not what you're obligated to do. So if you sit here and you make yourself, or you put yourself in a position where you start to create all of these scenarios, where you start to put meaning where there needs to be no meaning, then you're going to find yourself right back in the same space that you were in once before. And you don't want to do that to yourself. So how can we move in a way that is healthy for you, that is healthy for the people that are around you, and that is going to lend the results that you desire for your day, just for your day? This is not even about my whole month, my whole year, none of that. This is just about for my day. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to get through your day? So, I told myself, like, this is my life. This is my life. I get to decide what I let in, what I receive, and what I let go of, what serves me and what does not serve me. No one can decide that for me. No one can dictate that for me. I'm not giving anybody that power anymore. I don't care if you're husband, child, sibling, parent. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. And at the space that I'm in my life, I don't have the goddamn patience for it. I don't have the patience for it. So because I know that I don't have the patience for it, I'm not going to indulge it. I'm going to learn how to let things go when they need to be let the fuck go. Can I get some cheers? Let's get some cheers for that. Let that shit go. Okay, so let me see. I have a few notes here because, like I'm doing right now, I'm rambling, but I just need to get some things off my chest. And I know y'all out there can relate to me. I know you can relate. I know you can relate because I have girlfriends that I talk to. I have siblings that I talk to, and they are experiencing, my earring will not stay the right way. And they are experiencing some of the same things that I'm experiencing. Like, they're just trying to figure it out. Like, how do I navigate all of this shit and still make room and space for myself, for the things that I want, the things that I desire? How do I work on my purpose? How do I live in my here and now and have a good quality of life? I have dreams that have morphed into goals. I have started to really put my dreams into action, put it into action, or put action to my dreams, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and I don't want to stop that process. That process is rewarding for me, even when it means that I have to tell myself some shit that I just don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. 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 I'll be like, no, no, no. But I allow myself to hear it because it's necessary for me to push forward. Nobody is going to do that for me. Nobody is going to do that for me. So if I don't do it for myself, if and you don't do it for yourself, it won't get done. You will continue to sit in the what ifs. You will continue to sit in the, oh, I'm so sad today. Now, please understand, I'm not dismissing anyone who deals with mental health issues, because our platform is about focusing on mental health issues and in every area of our life. However, I do know sometimes that we have more power within us. We have more resilience within us than we give ourselves credit for. We have the ability to tap into some things that we have never tapped into before. But that mental health part of it will block that for us a lot of times. And in order for you to manage your mental health, you have to do the work. It's not easy. It is not easy. And the first place that we can start is by being honest with ourselves, right? So some of the things that I um, had to tell myself is that it's my responsibility to see it through. So I said to myself, I wrote this down, actually. I'm looking at my notes right now. I said, stop trying to bring others along in your journey. It's yours. It's yours. It's your journey, baby. Nobody, just stop trying to pull people into what they are not ready to receive. They don't see your vision. They don't see your goals. You can talk from the devil about it. As my husband say, I got a loud mouth. I be talking too much sometimes. I be over doing shit. But that's okay, because guess what? That's who the hell I am. That's me. That's me all day long. And
Oh,
I'm gonna be
yes.
me, and I'm gonna be okay with being me. You ain't gotta listen to it. You ain't gotta listen to it at all. That's okay. Cause I'ma listen to me. Or I'll talk to those who will listen to me. You know what I mean? So I had to say that to myself. Stop trying to bring people along in your journey. It's your journey. They can either get on this ride, baby, or they can get the hell off. But don't nobody have the power to stop that but you, and you alone. I had to say, stop pouring energy, into people and situations that do not see or align with your vision. If they not with it, it's okay. It is okay. It is so okay for somebody to not be, to see your vision, to see the sparks that come, that, pop, 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 that go off in your head when you think about the smallest of things that are aligned with your purpose. It is okay. It's not theirs, it's yours. And you don't have to pour into them. You don't have to beg nobody to do nothing. You don't have to ask nobody to do nothing. You ask them once, they ain't down for it. They give you that funky ass energy. Move on. Next. You know, stay within yourself. Do your shit. And it's okay to do it, because I promise you, once you cross that threshold, I don't care how small it is. I don't care if it's just writing down your goals. I don't care if it's getting that content up today. I don't care if it is uh, eating right today. I don't care if it's changing a behavior, changing a habit, whatever it is. They don't have to be aligned with it, and you don't have to pour into them to get them to pour back into you. You don't have to, have that need to have somebody along with you. It's okay. And it can be scary. Don't get me wrong. It can be scary, especially when you are accustomed to if you come from a big family, if you are in environments where you're always around others, where you are accustomed to working in team environments and things of that nature. It can be scary. I am not dismissing that at all, but that's okay too. You take that fear and you flip that bitch on its head, and you make it do what it do, baby. You make it do what it do. You let that shit motivate you and fuel you until it can't fuel you no more. Until you need to go back and refuel. Okay? So you use that. You use it. I had to also tell myself to stop needing what doesn't need or want me as I am. If I'm too much for you, that is your issue, not mine. That's your issue, not mine. That is your insecurity. That is your trauma. That is whatever the fuck is going on that caused you to have an issue with me for me just being me. That's not on me. And I don't receive it. I don't want it.
Nope.
Bye bye. I don't want it. I don't want it. And I'm not going to take it no more. I'm not going to absorb it. I'm not going to analyze it. I'm not going to do any of that. Because I know what it is now. I get it. I see it. And I don't, like I said, I don't care who you are. child, mother, father, sibling, husband, spouse, significant other, boo-boo the fool. I don't care. If you can't accept me for who I am, if I'm too much for you, yeah, that was an intentional pause. Take that shit somewhere else. Because I'm going to keep right on being me. I'm going to keep on doing me. And I'm going to keep on loving me and pouring into me. I was created. I was designed to be who I am. This loud mouth I got, baby, that's so I can be heard. This intellect, this desire to learn, this sassiness, if that's what you want to call it. I call it beautiful confidence. All of those things, that is who I am because that is how I was designed. And I was designed that way with a purpose. And so are you. You just don't know it yet. So yes, that part. Can I get some cheers? I also had to tell myself to stop selling myself short by not believing in my abilities in all the areas of my life. You know, that little monster get up in that head, baby, and get the going and be like, what you think you know? Who told you could do that? And I'm like, I did, bitch. I did. I told me I could do that. My soul, my spirit, my ancestors that flow through me, this blood that flows through me, this DNA that flow through me. Baby, baby, baby. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I am ever evolving. And I love every inch of it. And I am not going to doubt that. I'm not going to pour self-doubt into that anymore. That's why I used to struggle so much with my anxiety. I have grown immensely when it comes to GAD because it can take hold of you sometimes. You don't even know what the fuck has hit you. But when that thing come, I'll be like, get your ass out of here. We're not doing this today. Let's go work this out. Because you're not about to suck the life out of me. You're not about to drain my energy. You're not about to fuck up my health. Excuse my language. But you're not. You're not about to do these things to yourself. And yes, the conversation is with me because I'm the one who's in control of me. Nobody else. I don't need to prove shit to nobody. I don't need to validate nobody else. I don't need to do any of that. I need to validate me. I need to walk in all of me. I need to love all of me. And I need to champion me. Because ain't nobody else going to do it better than me. And that's where the impact comes from. So yeah, I'm loving on me. I'm so freaking proud of myself. Because I worked through that shit like a champion. I did. I worked through it like a champion. And I'm going to give myself some applause. I'm going to give myself some applause because I worked through it. And it wasn't easy because I was about to fall right back down that rabbit hole, baby. And all of those mental health issues, oh, they was trying it today. They was trying it. But they can't have me. You're not getting me. Not today. Not today, Jesus. Okay? Last thing I had to tell myself to stop doing. Cut the cord. Step into your purpose, and become and love who you have become. Let me say that again because I was struggling a little bit with that one. But let me say it again. Cut the cord, step into your purpose, and who you have become. I have grown, and I am not going backwards. That was a hard road. And ladies, men, I don't know if men experience this the same way that women do, but baby, when you step into them 40s, woo, child. Woo, child. Something just hit you. You know what hit you? that fuck it. Fuck it. It ain't mine. It ain't mine. I don't want it. I ain't gotta have it. It ain't for me. Take that shit over there. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? And you find yourself in a space where you feel like, I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't have to conform to who you think I need to be so that you're comfortable. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not going to. My brain won't even let me do that shit no more. It just won't. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to do none of that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to be still. I'm going to get my thoughts together and I'm going to get back to me. I'm going to get back to me and I'm going to keep doing me, keep learning me, keep growing, keep nurturing and loving on me. Because I deserve that. I've earned that. I've earned it. And so have you. But you have to tell yourself that you've earned it. When all of those voices around you, all those little nagging thoughts in your brain decide they want to tell you you're not, shut that shit down. Shut it down. Shut it down. And again, I do not diminish mental health issues. I do not diminish diagnoses because I'm a part of that community. So I know it's real. I know sometimes that shit take hold of you and you don't know what the hell is going on. But the more you educate yourself, the more you take time to really understand what is going on, the chemical makeup in your brain, the experiences that you've had, the things that have got you to a place where you have developed mental health issues, or even the genetics in your family that may have passed those diagnoses down to you through your DNA. It's okay. It's okay, because if you are willing to put the work in, that thing can't control you. It can't control you. And even when it gets a hold of you a little bit, you'll know how to reel that thing back in. Can I get an amen? Okay, amen. Okay. So look, I pulled up some information on, because another thing that I realize is that a lot of that comes from having unhealthy attachments, right? My unhealthy attachments, a lot of them derive from my childhood. The things that I did not get as a child that I'm still seeking as an adult. The things that were traumatizing to me as a child that I have not healed as an adult. So I formed unhealthy attachments to be able to maneuver and navigate through this life in a way that nobody else knows what I'm experiencing. Black women. Black women. This is our scenario. We do it all the time. We create attachments. We develop behaviors in order to manage our daily stresses, in order to manage our triggers, in order to manage so that we can take care of others, in order to show up for the people in our lives that depend on us. We do it all the time, and we do it better than nobody. We wear that mask like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Like it's a piece of warm apple pie with some ice cream. We wear that thing, baby. But part of me creating this podcast is so that I can connect with people, with my sisters, with my brothers, especially my sisters, though, who understand what that experience is like and who are in a space where they want, or they at least desire, to change that narrative. Because we have been taught to survive, but we haven't been taught to live, to love, to laugh, and to accept who we are and not hold on to other people's narratives of who we are. You know, right? You know, right? You know, right. So that's what this, I'm getting off track. I'm so sorry, y'all. I do that from time to time. But this platform, that's what it is for. So I can't wait. I'm about to get on social media and start inviting some of some of the people that I have followed. Some of the people who have started to follow me, like the 40 and over crew, the the moms crew, excuse me, all of those networks. I'm about to start asking folks, y'all want to come sit on this podcast, have a real conversation? Because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. We need that space. We need a safe space for fellowship and healing. We need a space where we can say what the fuck we want to say, when we want to say it, and how we want to say it. And mama, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for my language. But you know your child. And you know it's coming from a place of love. Moving on. That's what I desire. That's all this is. Eventually, the goal is to roll it over into a wellness center because we lack resources in our community. And that is what this platform is about. That is my vision that I have had for damn near 7, 8 years. I want to provide a safe space for fellowship, for healing, for growth, for community, because we don't have those spaces. We can't get it in the medical arena. We can't get it in the mental health arena. We can't get it. It's hard. It is so hard, and it takes up so much of your life. It just drains the hell out of you. You know what I mean? Like you just be running around, you be going from therapist to therapist, trying to figure shit out. You be trying to find one that you can mesh with, even if they melanated like you. It don't always mean you're going to mesh with them. Because I had that experience, and I'm like, no, no. So the best work that we can do for ourselves, and again, I do not disagree with therapy. I believe that it is necessary. I'm going back to school to get my master's so that I can become an LMFT because that is important. That's the foundation. Family. However, I think that there needs to be more of us. More of us need to navigate this mental health world. There are many of us out here now who are doing the thing. But there needs to be more of us because the diaspora is big. It's big. And we have some trauma, baby. We got some everyday stressors. We got some shit that we can't even explain that be taking hold. And we need those spaces. So until we can continue to build that community up, we are going to have to create spaces like this so that we can gather and have those conversations and be a help to one another, be a support to one another. We all need it. We all going through some stuff. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your dynamic is. We are all going through some shit. And sometimes we just need to sit and chat about it. We just need to hear another perspective. We just need somebody to fucking listen without judgment. So, getting off my soapbox now. Signs of unhealthy emotional attachment. One of those signs is seeking out relationships to avoid being alone. Another is staying in harmful relationships. Let's talk about it. Unhealthy attachments can significantly, I always have a hard time saying that word. Unhealthy attachments can significantly impact an individual. Hold on. Why can't I say that word? Why can't I say it? Let's try it again. We're going to try it again. Don't laugh at me. Okay. Unhealthy attachments can significantly, I said it, impact an individual's emotional well-being and relationships. These attachments often stem from early experiences with caregivers and can manifest in various ways throughout life. Okay. So that's Yeah, that's a lot. That's saying a lot already. Like I was saying earlier, you know, it's our life experiences. It's those things that we endure, or those things that we go through, or we observe on a daily basis that puts us in that place to create unhealthy attachments as a safety measure. But guess what? Unhealthy attachments are not keeping you safe. They are keeping you dishonest with yourself. They are harming you more than they are helping you, and they are impeding your growth and your development. Okay, let's see. One of the things that we look at within unhealthy attachments includes, or characteristics of unhealthy attachments, is defining self-worth through relationships. One of the primary signs of an unhealthy attachment is when individuals rely on their relationships to define their self-worth. This dependency can lead to feelings of inadequacy when the relationship faces challenges, or when there's a perceived lack of validation from the partner. I talked about that already. Your self worth is not in others, it is exactly what it says: self, self worth. It comes from within, it comes from you and how you see yourself. You don't need others to validate you, but that will create unhealthy attack that will be a characteristic of unhealthy attachments. You will never be able to develop your character, develop your well-being, if you're staying in these relationships because you don't see the worth in yourself. Okay. Anxiety and jealousy is another characteristic of unhealthy attachments. Individuals with unhealthy attachments may experience significant jealousy or anxiety regarding their partner's actions or relationships with others. This often indicates a lack of trust and a deep-seated fear of abandonment, which can create a cycle of insecurity within a relationship. You already know. It spoke for itself. It spoke for itself. Fear of independence. Now this one right here is tricky because you know we be like, we ain't scared. I ain't scared. Girl. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing. I got this, right? But baby, when you stand in that relationship or that friendship or whatever type of dynamic it is, that unhealthy attachment, because you're more comfortable in it, because you can kind of melt away in it and don't have to be on Front Street, it's a fear of independence. It's okay. I'm learning that. I have struggled with that. I have struggled with that because I have always been a family person. But today, my loves, oh man, I was like, Heifer, I ain't no cow, but Heifer, you don't need nobody. You don't need nobody. The Creator has poured all in you that needs to be in you for you to define who you are without the validation of anybody else. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. You got this. You can do this. This is your purpose. This is your journey. Walk in that shit. Stomp in that shit. Okay? Do that. You don't need nobody else to guide you along that path. Yes, you can learn from others along the way, but it is yours. You own that shit. So you don't have to fear being independent. You don't need that attachment to determine or to signify that you can do what you know you should be doing, what your spirit, what your energy is calling you to do. You're here for a reason. You in this flesh for a reason. As as Professor Small say, you are God having a human experience. You were set here on this part of the planet to do what the hell you got to do. So let's do it. That's it. That's it. And you never know how you can change somebody else's life by doing that. Just by being okay with you. And even if you ain't fake it till you make it, and do the work in the process. Do the work in the process. If you know you need therapy, do therapy. If you need to do some shadow work, do some shadow work. If you know you need to put some tools in your life to help you when that anxiety kick in, when that depression kick in, when that PTSD kick in, do the work. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear stop you, and don't let your need for others or what you think is your need for others stop you from your independence. It's yours. Own that shit. Own that shit. Look, you want one clap for that? One clap for that? Let's clap for that. Let's do a gunshot. I like that. And let's do a cheer. Yes. Okay. Let's see. What else? Neglecting personal needs is another characteristic of unhealthy attachments. Those with unhealthy attachments often prioritize their partner's needs over their own, leading to neglect of personal health, interests, and social connections. This imbalance can foster resentment and further complicate the relationship dynamics. Don't put nobody else's needs before yours. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy, and you will diminish your quality of life. You will become this person that you don't even recognize, or that you recognize but you don't even like. Let's think about that. Your needs first. Take care of yourself. Self-care. Okay. Another characteristic is difficulty managing emotions. Excessive anger, frustration, emotional fatality in response to relationship dynamics can also indicate unhealthy attachment patterns. Such emotional responses may stem from unresolved issues related to trust and security. Now, I know a lot of us out here don't trust each other, and we have every right not to trust. Every right not to trust. The system was set up to diminish every piece of trust that we could even fathom. But we have to move beyond this systemic stuff, y'all. We have to move beyond it. It's not ours. It was designed to oppress us. It was not designed to uplift us. And if we are in a transition, which I feel we are, the earth is, the universe is shifting. It's shifting for the diaspora. We don't have to hold on to those same social norms that we have held on to for all of these years. And you don't have to answer to nobody for not holding on to it. You don't have to. This life is yours for the taking. You are here with a purpose. You are here to impact somebody else's life without even knowing that you are impacting somebody else's life. By just being a good fucking human being. By just doing the things that fuel you. Your people will find you. They will flock to you. They will love you. They will embrace you. They will honor you, and they will uplift you so that you can continue your work. You know, like we don't have to stay within social norms. We don't have to abide by a system that was designed to oppress us. Whether that's in your home, whether that's in society, whether that's at work, whether that's as a parent, whatever role whatever hat you're wearing that day, you don't have to stay within that. Do what the fuck you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do it. Because that is what is going to grow you and develop you. And finally get you to a place where you can see that my happiness is not defined by others. It is defined by what I pour into my life. It is defined by the things that I pour back into society as a result of pouring into my life. It's yours for the taking. Okay. So, let's see here. Hold on. Bear with me one moment. Okay. So we're going to move on, right? But to wrap that up, unhealthy attachments They can stem from a lot of situations, just life in general, because it's a protective measure. It's a way to protect your mental, your emotional, and your physical well-being. However, by recognizing the signs of unhealthy attachments and actively working towards healing through self-awareness, therapy, and improved communication skills, individuals can cultivate more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and secure emotional bonds. Mutual respect. Mutual respect. I had to say it again. And secure emotional bonds. You have a choice. Your life is yours. It belongs to no one else. It belongs to no one else. Some of the things that you need to start doing is heal the child within you so that the adult can blossom. Heal that baby. Heal that baby inside of you that was not nurtured the way that she needed to be nurtured, that was not loved on the way that she needed to be loved on, who was not listened to, who did not have positive influences around her or him. Okay? You have to heal that child because it will spill over into your adult life and make for some overwhelming dynamics, overwhelming unhealthy dynamics. Walk in realistic expectations. Back to that honesty. Be honest with yourself. Acknowledge the things that you can't do. Be okay with the things that you can't do. Give yourself room to grow. Decide what you want to learn. Decide what's for you, what's not for you, and move in that. No one can do that but you, though. So don't let other people's expectations of who they think you should be for them weigh heavy on your soul. That ain't your business. Because they got a child that they need to heal from within. That ain't your business. You can't heal them. No one can. But them. You can heal you. If they decide to follow your lead, that is wonderful. If they do not, that is their choice. It is not your responsibility to try to make someone be who they are not. And it is not your responsibility to conform yourself to suppress who you are to meet their expectations. Okay. People show you who they are, right? And what did mama say? When people show you who they are, believe that shit. Believe it. They are showing you who they are. If you choose to ignore all of the red flags waving back and forth, let me know how that works out for you. Because I know how the fuck it worked out for me. I know how it works out for me. And that's why I'm choosing not to be in that space anymore. And I hope you will come on this journey and not be in that space as well anymore. Let's chat about it. Y'all want to come on here? Let me know. I'm about to put up some stuff so y'all can send me some emails, what have you. I will send your ass a link and we will get on here and we will talk about it. I ain't got enough followers on TikTok. I ain't got enough followers on YouTube to go live. But baby, this platform right here for my content creators, Riverside, pay your beans. You can go live. You can go live. You sure can. That's my tip for you today. Because it's not even about the followers. It's about the community. It's because I don't want you following me. I want you in this with me. I want to learn from you. Hopefully I can give you something in return. Each one teach one. That's what this community is built on. That's what this is about. This is about our wellness. This is about us loving on each other. This is about us healing. This is about us growing together and being examples, positive enlightened examples for each other. We have to start somewhere. And I have created this platform for that specifically. So yeah, my content creators, y'all ain't got enough followers to go live, baby. Get you a Riverside account. Get your ass on Spotify. Get your Riverside account. Pay that little $24.99. Plus, I think it's $34.99 to go live, along with your pro plan, and you can go live. You can invite your guest on, and y'all can have sit down and fellowship and have a real conversation. I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, I think it was a piece of land. My bad. But yeah, like I want to commune with my people. I'm in this little ass red state. My people they ain't around here. They ain't around here. I'm a DC girl. I'm used to being in social settings where we can have good conversation, where we can shoot the shit and talk about some real shit. You might get in your feelings, but we're gonna laugh about it. We're gonna hug it out, and we're gonna move forward. So because I'm not in that space anymore, I needed this for me too. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. This is not about me trying to put myself on a pedestal or any of that. This is about me creating a space for my mental health and well-being, and connecting with those who are experiencing some of the same things that I'm experiencing, or some of those who can enlighten me on my journey. And God willing, I'll be able to enlighten them on theirs. We need these spaces. We need more of us out here creating these spaces. It is imperative. It's imperative to our survival. It's imperative to our children's survival. It is imperative to our grandchildren and so forth, our lineage. Our ancestors laid the blueprint. It's time for us to develop upon that. It's time for us to pour more into that. It's time for us to shift this narrative, to break down these norms, to break down these barriers that keep us in a space where we feel like we can't say what the fuck we think without being judged. We can't be respected as human beings having a human experience with real emotions, real feelings, real thoughts, real doubts, real ambitions, real goals. That's what community is about. It doesn't just help self. It's for everybody. If I grow and I shine, you grow and you shine. You have to pour into each other. We need to mimic nature. Look at the things that go on in the ecosystem. Look at how nature works in tandem with one another and works in tandem with us. And we need to move from that perspective. Okay. Let's see. What else do I got here? Okay, so at the very end here, because I'm about to close it out, I've been trying to keep these things at an hour so that I can get, so people can be engaged. I know it's hard when you're sitting there looking at somebody talking, for an hour and a half, but I love them, baby. I go to sleep with podcasts in my ear. I go to sleep with podcasts in my ear. I do. I love it. It enlightens me. I dream like nobody else has dreamed. And I wake up full of ideas, full of thoughts, full of energy until somebody try to drain that shit out of me. But baby, I pop it back together. I get it back together. I call my sister. I call my mama. Talk to my husband. Talk to my girls. And I get it together. I leave that shit in right there where it is. You can have that, but I'm okay. We okay over here. We okay over here, boo-boo. We don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to close out, y'all. But it has been fun. I've enjoyed this. The kiddos are asleep. The hubby is asleep. I got the space to myself. It's a good vibe, good energy. I'm about to go eat me some chicken wings and some Brussels sprouts and some carrots. And I'm going to top it off with a cinnamon bun. Don't tell nobody. Shh. They organic, though. But I'm about to eat the shit out of it because I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day. I was too excited about getting on here doing this. Okay, so my closing thoughts, y'all. I love y'all so much. Anybody who is watching this, I thank you. Please share it. Love it, like it, share it, save it, rewind it, do whatever the hell you need to do with it. If you get something from it, hold on to it, baby, and grow it from there. Apply it to your experience. Apply it to your life. These are this is the thoughts that I had to tell myself today. Okay, after I pulled it together and wiped my tears, because I was a little sad. I am not who I used to be, and that is okay. Everyone will not align with or respect my transition, and that is okay. Check in with yourself. It's important. Listen to your thoughts, listen to your feelings, your emotions, get in tune with nature, use your tools, whatever it is that you need to do to lift your spirit, to balance your thoughts, to keep your chi aligned. Do that. It is okay. Be honest with yourself, goddammit. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because if you lie to yourself, you only hurt yourself. Be honest with yourself. Tell the truth. It's okay to tell the truth. Listen to me. Come close. Listen to me. Stress kills. Stress kills. Diaspora. Stress kills. My melanated sisters, stress kills. I'm not ready to go. It's okay to work through that shit. Apply what you need, let the rest of it go. It's okay. Black women's stress is a whole other beast. And you know this. I don't even have to go in detail about it. It's a whole other beast. We carry the weight of the world, literally. We bear more burdens. We carry heavier loads than any other human on this planet. And it is not to diminish anybody else's experience, my brothers. But baby, to walk in a black woman's shoes, it's a whole nother beast. The experience is one that I don't think most can survive. But we do. And it's okay. Okay. Now y'all know, pay attention to them signs. Let me put this wine down, okay? Pay attention to them signs. Some of the ways that stress shows up in my body when I'm trying to suppress, immediate pain in my back, upper back. Eventually, it trickles down to the lower back. Headaches, agitation, frustration, anxiety, insomnia, avoidant behavior, isolation, unhealthy attachments. Physical symptoms that show up in my body most often are in my back. As soon as I have suppressed something, as soon as I have been triggered by something, my back immediately begins to hurt. And it's a different type of hurt. It's not like just a regular muscle ache. No. It's not that pain. It's a pain where it just feel like everything, every muscle you got in there is twisting so tight Whoo, child, like you're wringing a rag out. That's mine. That's mine. And when I say that thing hurt, it hurt. The moment that I utilize my tools, the moment that I have that honest conversation with myself, I start to feel it dissipate. The moment I start to breathe, it starts to dissipate. Because that's another one of my physical signs. I will hold my breath. Do y'all do that? Do y'all hold y'all breath? I hold my breath and don't even know I'm doing it. I hold my breath and don't even know I am doing it. I will literally be having a whole conversation holding my breath and don't even know I'm doing it. I lose my appetite. I sleep a lot. It's a lot. And if you have other health issues, it can trigger those as well. So babies, we coming to an end. We coming to an end. About to close this thing out. I have enjoyed this conversation. This has been so rewarding for me. I feel like I just got a whole bunch on my chest. I hope I did not stress you all out. I hope that you can gain something from what I've shared. I hope that you will join me on this platform so that we can fellowship and begin the healing process. So we can laugh, so we can cry, so we can sip on some wine together or whatever you be sipping on. Because I'm about to go take me a shot too so I can sleep real good, okay? But baby, my loves, it has been my pleasure. Do not forget to take care of yourself. You deserve it. And it is your responsibility. Take accountability for your shit. It's your life. You get to determine what that life looks like. You get to design that. That is yours, no one else's. Tell them to go have several seats because you're not here for it. Okay? Okay. I love you. Thank you for joining me. I cannot wait until I have someone who wants to come sit and chat with me because I would love to just chat it up. I love to talk, girl. I love to talk and shoot the shit. I do. But I also am a big advocate and proponent for mental health, specifically in the diaspora. I love my people. I want to see us thrive. I want to see us grow. I want to see us build as a community, learn to trust one another again, learn to lean on each other again, learn to pour into each other again. Our ancestors did not make it through what they made it through without being a community. And we need to look back to that blueprint. Yes, some things have to change. Some things have to be shifted because we are living in different times. But the basic moral compass of that, it still stands and it's in you. I know we can do it. So please come back and join me on Ife's Village Podcast. I love you guys. I wish you the best day ever. I hope that your week is even better. I wish you love, peace, and light. Please do not forget to follow, to like. Please, first of all, give me some thumbs up on this thing. If you feel the need to share, please share, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. I need subscribers. I'm asking kindly. I need subscribers. Please subscribe to this podcast. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Put it in the comments. I promise you we will get to it. Okay? And I will do some research so that I can help navigate the conversation. Hell, if you want to host, I'll let you host and I'll be your co-host. Because that's who I am. That's me, and I love me. And you're going to love me too if you keep on following, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting here on the Ife's Village Podcast. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for taking the time to sit with me and converse with me. You don't know how much this warmed my heart. You have done me a service today. Check out my social media platforms. My link is in my bio. You can find all my links on my link is in my bio to my link tree. You can find all my links there. I'm still working to set up ways of getting more things up on social media platform. If you have any ideas, any suggestions, drop them in a comment. I promise you, I will converse with you about them and we can, move this thing forward. But I love you guys. I wish you peace, love, and light. Have a wonderful day. Ife is on.